Manchester United step up preparations for defining week as Amorim oversees intense training session. Manchester United have intensified preparations for a decisive stretch of the season, with MUTV capturing footage of the squad hard at work on the training ground ahead of two crucial fixtures. Manager Ruben Amorim led the latest session as his side gears up for Friday's Premier League clash against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge and the highly anticipated Europa League final against Tottenham Hotspur in Bilbao next Wednesday. With United's domestic campaign faltering, these two matches are vital in determining the tone of Amorim's first season at the club. The Portuguese boss is under scrutiny, following a disappointing run in the Premier League, but a win in Europe could both secure Champions League football and mark a major milestone in his tenure. Friday's game at Chelsea will serve as a key test of the squad's mental and physical readiness before the final. Amorim closely oversaw the session, which took place under bright Manchester sunshine, with his players engaging in stretching routines and strength work on the pitch. There was a noticeable blend of experience and youth, as several academy players joined the senior squad for the training exercises. Among the notable participants were Johnny Evans and young midfielder Toby Collier, both of whom are returning from injury layoffs. Their involvement is a welcome boost to a squad that has been heavily affected by fitness issues in recent weeks. Also encouraging was the sight of Diogo Dalot completing an individual session on the grass. While he did not join the full group, the fullback's presence suggests he may be nearing a return to action. However, not all injury news was positive. Highly rated young defender Lenny Yoro, who was substituted during the disappointing defeat to West Ham last weekend, was absent from the group session. United are yet to confirm the extent of his injury, and fans will be hoping for a positive update when Amorim speaks to the media later today. Defensive reinforcements continue to be an issue for the manager, with both Matthijs de Ligt and Aiden Heaven also missing from the session due to their ongoing injury concerns. Their potential absence in the upcoming fixtures will stretch United's backline options further. Supporters won't have to wait long for answers. Ruben Amorim is scheduled to hold his UEFA press conference at 16:30 BST today, where he will preview next week's final in Bilbao and almost certainly address Friday's Stamford Bridge clash. The press conference, to be held at Old Trafford, will be covered live, offering fans insight into the squad's readiness and the manager's mindset heading into this vital period. With only days to go before United face Tottenham for European glory and a demanding test at Chelsea looming first, the mood around the training ground appears focused and determined. While the Premier League season has fallen short of expectations, the chance to end the campaign on a high note is still within reach. All eyes will now turn to Amorim's press conference, where updates on team news and strategy will provide further clarity as Manchester United enter the most important week of their season. Manchester United lead race for Liam Delap as Amorim eyes summer rebuild. Manchester United have emerged as frontrunners in the race to sign England under-21 striker Liam Delap from Ipswich Town, moving ahead of Chelsea in pursuit of the talented young forward. According to reports from TalkSport, Delap is expected to make a high-profile move this summer, with a £30 million release clause making him one of the most affordable attacking prospects in the Premier League. Delap, 22, joined Ipswich Town from Manchester City last summer and has impressed despite playing for a team that has struggled throughout the season. In 2024 to 2025, he has scored 12 goals and registered 2 assists in the Premier League, a solid return considering Ipswich's overall lack of attacking support and their likely relegation. United manager Ruben Amorim, already under pressure following a poor league campaign, is reportedly a big admirer of Delap. Sources suggest Amorim sees him as a key part of a new-look forward line, with current striker Rasmus Højlund likely to depart at the end of the season. Amorim is also targeting Wolves forward Matheus Cunha as part of a broader summer rebuild. Delap's availability at a cut-price fee has caught the attention of several Premier League clubs, including Chelsea, who have been monitoring the player for months. However, Manchester United now appear to be in pole position, with Amorim personally pushing for the deal, and the club prepared to meet the release clause in full. The young striker is seen as a long-term investment with immediate potential. Despite his age, Delap has already shown he can cope with the physicality and demands of top-flight football. His work rate, intelligent movement, and finishing ability have made him stand out in a difficult season for Ipswich. The move also fits with Amorim's vision of building a younger, more dynamic side at Old Trafford. United have endured one of their worst league campaigns in recent history, and significant changes are expected in the summer transfer window. With Højlund's future uncertain and Anthony Martial likely to leave, a major reshaping of the attacking line is imminent. Delap, the son of former Premier League player Rory Delap, rose through Manchester City's academy, but found first-team opportunities limited. After several loan spells, his permanent move to Ipswich gave him regular playing time and a platform to develop. Now he appears set for a swift return to one of England's elite clubs. Meanwhile, in other transfer developments, Liverpool have reportedly held advanced talks with Bayer Leverkusen over right-back Jeremy Frimpong. The Dutch international has been a standout performer in the Bundesliga this season and is being considered as a long-term successor to Trent Alexander-Arnold, should he eventually move into midfield permanently. With the summer transfer window fast approaching, clubs across Europe are accelerating their plans. For Manchester United, capturing Delap could be one of the first steps in what is expected to be a transformative off-season under Amorim. Ruben Amorim breaks silence on Manchester United crisis. "I'm embarrassed." Ruben Amorim has admitted he is embarrassed by Manchester United's ongoing struggles in the Premier League and has delivered a stark message to the club's board and fans, suggesting that if he can't lead a turnaround, someone else should be given the job. Manchester United's woes continued with a damaging 2-0 defeat at Old Trafford against West Ham, leaving the club languishing in 16th place in the Premier League. With only 17 losses recorded so far this season, and a mere 6 wins from 25 league games under Amorim, pressure is mounting on the Portuguese manager, who replaced Erik ten Hag in November. While there has been some respite in European competition, United have advanced to the Europa League final under Amorim. Their domestic form has been nothing short of disastrous. Despite the success on the continent, Amorim has openly questioned whether he should remain in charge if things do not improve rapidly. In an interview with Sky Sports, Amorim spoke with striking honesty about the issues plaguing his team. "First off, I'm really embarrassed. In 25 games to win just 6. Something is wrong in the way we play football," he said. "Sometimes it's not about the way we play. Tactically or technically, it is the way we face competition. The way we suffer, the way we get mad because we are losing. These things we need to improve." Amorim emphasized that the issues are not confined to the pitch alone, but also relate to the mentality and culture surrounding the team. "It's not just inside the pitch, it's outside the pitch. That feeling I'm talking about. To fight until the end. The way we face competition. It's not okay to lose. It's not okay to draw," he explained. The former Sporting Lisbon boss was clear that his concerns go deeper than just form or confidence. "That feeling is not about confidence. It's about the belief and understanding that we are Manchester United. We don't want to be the worst in the league, and our position is unacceptable," he added. Despite the poor results, Amorim remains adamant that he knows how to fix the situation and has conveyed that belief to the club's leadership. "I spoke with the board, with everybody, even the fans in every moment. I have a clear feeling I know what this team needs to be so much better. That helps me to maintain that level, not get so low or too high." Nevertheless, in a more emotional and somber press conference following the West Ham defeat, Amorim hinted that his tenure may not last beyond the season if drastic changes aren't made. "I don't want to talk about the players. I'm talking about myself and the culture in the club and the culture in the team. I have that feeling," he said. He warned that unless the problems are addressed head-on in the upcoming transfer window, the club risks a repeat of this disastrous season. "We need to change that, and we need to be really strong in the summer and to be brave, because we cannot have a season like this next year. If the feeling is still here, we should give the space to different persons." Amorim concluded with a stark reflection. "So it's a big problem that we have here at the club. It's a decisive moment in the history of the club. We need to address that." With the Manchester United board planning a review of Amorim's position at the end of the season, his future remains uncertain. What is clear, however, is that both the manager and the club are standing at a crossroads, and only bold, decisive action will prevent another season of underachievement. Ruben Amorim's Casemiro praise speaks volumes ahead of Ronaldo-level pay decision. Casemiro is once again proving his value at Manchester United, scoring a pivotal goal in Thursday's Europa League semi-final second leg against Athletic Bilbao. The veteran midfielder helped turn the tide for the Red Devils, who came from behind to claim a convincing 4-1 win and book their place in the final. His influence on the pitch was undeniable, and so too was his growing importance to manager Ruben Amorim. The 33-year-old Brazilian has had a roller coaster season, with speculation over his future due to his age, wages, and early struggles under Amorim. But that narrative is quickly shifting. Having also scored in the first leg and provided 2 crucial assists in the quarterfinal against Lyon, Casemiro has gone from a peripheral figure to a vital component in United's resurgence. Amorim's reaction after Casemiro's goal against Bilbao was telling. The Portuguese manager immediately substituted the midfielder, but not before embracing him with a celebratory hug, drawing loud cheers from the Old Trafford crowd. It was a moment that showed just how far Casemiro's stock has risen under Amorim, who hasn't always been so complimentary. When asked earlier this year about Casemiro's limited playing time, Amorim didn't mince words. "We know that Casemiro nowadays has other qualities," he said bluntly. "He's intelligent, understands the game, and knows where the ball is going to be. But we are in a league where there is a big intensity difference. Therefore, I feel our team needs players with high intensity, and sometimes we don't have them." Casemiro featured in just one of United's 14 matches between mid-December and early February, playing only 136 of a possible 1,290 minutes. At that time, rumors swirled that Sir Jim Ratcliffe, United's new co-owner, viewed the midfielder's £400,000 a week wage as unsustainable. Casemiro was even held up as an example of the kind of high-cost, short-term signing the club should avoid moving forward. But with the Europa League final now on the horizon, those doubts are beginning to fade. Victory against Tottenham in Spain on May 21st wouldn't just secure a European trophy and Champions League qualification, it would also trigger a significant financial clause for Casemiro. Mirror Football reports that the Brazilian is in line for a £100,000 a week pay rise if United win, bringing his salary in line with Cristiano Ronaldo's 2021 wages at £500,000 per week. Whether Ratcliffe and the United board are comfortable with that payout remains to be seen, especially with plans to trim the wage budget. But Amorim's vocal and visible support could be influential in any final decision. The manager appears to have developed a strong appreciation for Casemiro's leadership and big-game mentality. As for the player himself, he remains committed. "I have 1.5 years left on my contract, and I would like to finish it here in Manchester," Casemiro said in February. "I am comfortable here, and so is my family. Happy on the bench? Of course not. That's something else." With United's season hanging in the balance, Casemiro may yet have the final say, on the pitch and at the negotiating table.